Stay with us as we move over from Eastern Europe to West Asia. And the Iranian Foreign Ministry has asserted that the country is fully capable of defending its sovereignty, responding directly to President Donald Trump's warning of a massive US naval armada moving towards the Middle East. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baqai has stated that Iran is prepared to deliver a comprehensive and regret-inducing response to any act of aggression. He emphasized that Iran's resolve remains unshaken by the arrival of foreign warships and that its military readiness is higher than ever following the Battle of June 2025. Let's take a listen into what the Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman had to say.
جمهوری اسلامی ایران هم نسبت به توانمندی‌های خودش اطمینان داره، هم تجربه‌های قبلی از جمله تجربه نبرد قهرمانانه خرداد ماه رو در ذهن داره. توانمندتر از هر زمانی قطعاً به هر گونه تعرضی پاسخی فراگیر و پشیمان کننده خواهد داد. صرف برچسب زنی به یک نهادی که برآمده از متن مردم ایران هست، نهادی که مسئولیت صیانت از یک ملت رو بر عهده داره، مسئولیت امنیت خلیج فارس رو عهده‌دار هست، نهادی که بزرگترین نقش رو در مبارزه با تروریسم داعشی ایفا کرده، یک عمل سخیف و غیر منطقی است و قاعدتاً خب جمهوری اسلامی ایران حق خودش میدونه که متقابلاً اقدام.
David, of course, we have heard similar statements coming out of Iran before during these protests where Donald Trump previously threatened the Iranian regime with direct strikes inside of Iran. However, this statement comes as Donald Trump, of course, moves what he calls an armada over to the Persian Gulf. Now, obviously, Iran suffered huge damages when it came to its missile capabilities and other military capabilities in that 12-day war with Israel. Does it still have powerful military capabilities to cause real damage to both the United States, which it says will be its military targets in the Middle East, and of course Israel, which it has said is another legitimate target in the region if things do escalate?
Well, this is just a show of force. This is like a dog pulling back its lips and showing you its teeth. Trump has sent the Lincoln Carrier Group. It's going to be offshore. There's no armada. There are not enough soldiers and Marines on those ships. And it's a small number of ships. It's not the entire normal support group for a carrier. And Iran has a military with close to 1 million people in arms and another 500,000 or more who've been trained because they served in the military. So it would be a formidable force. And Trump is under pressure from his base, the MAGA group, to not get entangled in foreign wars. So other than airstrikes, whether done by jet fighters and bombers or drones, I don't think you're going to see any significant military action. On the Iranian side, they don't have the capability of launching a missile at the U.S. They could attack U.S. targets in the Middle East, but they don't have long-range capability.
Of course, during the protests, which saw an internet blackout in Iran, Donald Trump asked Iranian people to take over their institutions and said that help was on the way. Is this so-called armada that help?
I don't think that Donald has any serious strategic commitment to helping the Iranian protesters. And let's remember that Iran has an average population, a median population, age in the early 30s, which means only a small percentage of the population of Iran remembers life under the Shah. It was a vicious government, just like the one they have now. And so the forces that are working against the Ayatollahs are building over time. And this will take time to play out. It's not going to happen overnight.
David, how much would, of course, talking about the broader geopolitical impact that United States and Iran at loggerheads might come out with? Of course, Iran has alliances with China, Russia. If the United States did strike and even destabilize the Iranian regime, what outcome would that have on those alliances and the broader geopolitical situation?
Oh, it would very much drive the Iranians closer to both Beijing and Moscow. One of the fascinating failures of American foreign policy is that the Persian peoples and the Russian peoples have been at each other's throats for 1,000 years until roughly the last 40 to 50 years, where the U.S. has managed to drive Tehran toward the Kremlin. And this is not well thought out policy by any presidential administration. Iran is the most culturally, economically, and sophisticated country in the Middle East. It is the natural leader in the Middle East. This is all tied up in the politics of Shia versus Sunni Muslims. And U.S. Diplomatic and military activity has shown no deep understanding of that or how to mitigate the current regime of the Ayatollahs, who basically want people to live in a 9th century society. Every step that the U.S. has taken along with its ally Israel has only further worsened relationships with Iran. Even if there's a new government and the Ayatollahs are overthrown, it's not going to be friendly to the U.S. at all, given what's going on at the moment.
David, do stay with us once more as we move over to Latin America. And